Hello again and welcome back, yogis. This is another brief video, this time focusing on releasing the IT band. A lot of people ask me how to relieve any knee pain, low back pain, hip pain that is caused by a tight IT band. We're going to address that today in this video. Feel free, of course, to modify things as you see fit. Feel free to also cherry pick some of these items for yourself and hold them for a little bit longer if you have time to do so on your own. After this video, by all means, we'll start today from standing position. So come off of your seat if you're sitting, stand toward the front of your mat, and even before we get started, I have a strap handy. Feel free to grab a strap or a belt or even a towel just so you'd have it close by when we're ready to use it. From a standing position on the mat, starting in Tadasana, drop the shoulders, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Let your fingertips just hang heavy, chest up, tailbone down. Take a full breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the nose. With your inhale, sweep the arms around. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. As you stretch to your left, step your right foot behind your left foot, really stretching over to the left, opening through the right side of your body. Come back to center, step the right foot over, grab your left wrist, stretch to the right, now step your left foot behind the right, stretching over to your right side. Come back to center, then fold over the legs, soften the knees, lift your chest with the inhale, step your left leg back in a low lunge. We'll take a brief side plank pose. Drop the left hand down, roll to the outer left foot, step your right foot in front of you. Feel free to lower your left hip on the mat if that feels easier to do today, right? You can hold it here or keep the left hip lifting, sweep your right arm high. Take a deep breath. Lower your right hand, return to low lunge, bring your right foot in front. Lower your left knee on the mat, Ardha Hanuman, you'll straighten the front leg and hold for a full breath in, full breath out. Now take your left hand outside the right leg and hold here for a full breath in, full breath out. Step your left hand back to the left side and bend up at the right knee. Slide your left knee up to the outside of your right foot. So your right foot is on the outside of the left leg. Sit back on your mat for Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. You can always straighten the left leg if that feels better. Lengthen the spine, twist to your right, and hold for another full breath in, full breath out. Come back to center, brief counter stretch, go to your left. We'll take Gomukhasana at the center. Center it out, face front, bring your right knee on top of your left. All right, so your feet reach out to the left and to the right. And if your left leg was straightening out for the twist, you can just come into a cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, with your left ankle lining up in front of your right. Okay, sit tall, hands back, lean in. If there's room to do so, walk your hands out front and hold for another full breath. We're trying to get into the outer hip, right? Releasing the hip, releasing some of the back and the legs. Walk your hands in, return upright. As you unwrap your legs, come back to hands and knees. As a transition, let's take a brief downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Hold for just one breath. Let's look forward through the hands, soften the knees, step or hop your feet to the front. Lift your chest on the inhale. Now step your right leg back as you exhale, low lunge. Vashisthasana, side plank. Roll to the outer right foot. Step your left foot in front. Again, feel free to modify by lowering your right hip all the way down on the mat if that is more suitable for you today. That's a real nice outer right body stretch. Or keep it lifted. Lift the left arm high. Let's take another deep breath. Return to center, lower the left hand, low lunge, step your left foot through. Lower the right knee, Ardha Hanuman half split as you straighten the left leg. Hold, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Rebend your left knee, slide the right knee up to the outside of the left foot, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit back, your left leg crosses over on top. Your left foot is flat on the mat. You can always straighten out the right leg if that feels better for the twist. Chest up, twist left, and hold. Deep breathing in. Hold, deep breathing out. Come back to center, brief counter stretch, go right. Gomukhasana in the center, left knee lines up on the right. Just readjust the feet a little bit so now they're really reaching out to the left and to the right. If your right leg was straight for the twist, you'll take the cross-legged seat again, Sukhasana, this time with your right ankle lined up in front of the left. Chest up, arms back, you can lean in, or if there's room to do so, walk your hands out. Hold for another full breath. And bring it back in, return upright. Unwrap your legs this time, feet flat on the mat, lower down onto your back, grab your strap or belt or towel, whatever prop you have close by. And starting first with your feet flat on the mat, let's do a reverse figure four. Take your right ankle above the left knee and hug the left leg in. You can hug behind the left leg or on top below the knee. Soften your shoulders on the mat. Make sure your head is softly resting on the mat. Flex your feet, one more breath. Good, we'll do a reverse Gomukhasana while we're here. Keep your right ankle where it is for the moment and just let go of your hands. Take your left hand to your right ankle, take your right hand to your left ankle, and tie the legs almost like you're tying a bow, but you're reaching your feet out to the left and to the right. So your right knee is still lined up in front of the left, and hold for another deep breath. It's like a shoelace pose. Release, unwrap your legs, knees bending, feet flat on the mat. Setting up the second side, left ankle above the right knee, reverse figure four, hug the right leg in. Flex your feet, shoulders resting on the mat, head back. And hold for another full breath. Good. Another reverse Gomukhasana, shoelace pose. You can release the grip, keep your left ankle where it is. Now take the right hand to your left foot, the left ankle. Take your left hand to the right foot. Tying the leg so the left knee is in front of the right. Your feet reach out to the left and to the right. Hold here for another breath. You can let it go as you unwrap, feet on the mat, have your belt or strap handy, hug the right knee in, stretch your left leg out on the mat. If it's reasonable to do so, you can hold your big right toe in yogi toe lock, press the right heel up and take your left hand on the left hip or thigh. I'm going to be demonstrating this with a strap because it's just a little bit easier for most of us to approach it that way. But you do what's going to work for you. If you're using the strap or belt like I am, hold the strap in the right hand. Everybody keeps the left hand on the hip or the thigh. You want both hips to remain flat on the mat. Slowly bring the right leg out stopping before your left hip pops up. Pause for just a beat. Now we'll return the right leg to center, grab the strap with your left hand or take your left hand to the little toe side of the right foot. Twist to your left side, drop the right arm out. You can take the twist as far as it feels good to do so. Maybe look to the right and hold for another deep breath. Return to center, rebend the right knee, release, let's go the other way, hug the left knee in, press the right heel away. You can grab your big left toe in yogi toe lock and press the heel up with the right hand on the hip or thigh, or using your strap again, the belt, wrap the left foot, hold the strap in the left hand, right hand on the hip or thigh. Slowly bring your left leg out to the left. Keep your hips level on the mat, stopping before the right hip pops up. You'll pause for just a beat. Now the left leg returns through center. Take the right hand to the strap or the little toe side of the left foot. Drop your left arm out as you twist to your right. Maybe look to your left and hold for another full breath. Come back to center, rebending the left knee, hug both knees in toward the chest. Rock a little happy baby if that feels good. Feel free to take a brief rest in Shavasana if you like. From here, just extending out your legs on the mat. Let the arms drop out, close the eyes. If you prefer to finish in a seated position like I am, feel free to do that. You can sit upright, hands on the legs, and take a few deep breaths, either with the eyes closed or open. Letting the energy settle and just taking a moment of quiet, of stillness, before returning to your day. I will leave you here. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.